The 89-year-old Dalai Lama is currently in Bylakuppe, Karnataka. It's India's largest and oldest Tibetan settlement. There's much joy over the Lama's visit, but also palpable anxiety. The question looms large over Tibetans in exile. Who will succeed the revered spiritual leader? Jigme Saltram, Chief Representative of the Central Tibetan Administration or the Tibetan government in exile, shared his views with us. It's important to respect the Dalai Lama's authority, he said, and criticized China for undermining his legacy. Why should China have to approve the 15th Dalai Lama? He asked.
See, our official stand from the Central Tibetan Administration is very clear. It says that China should respect the authority of His Holiness Dalai Lama. His legacy, his significance has been undermined by the Chinese Communist government, claiming many reasons. Now today, they are saying that the 15th Dalai Lama, who would be the reincarnation of the 14th, the present Dalai Lama, has to be settled, has to be approved by them. But then the funniest part is that you are not concerned about the living 14th Dalai Lama, but you are concerned more about the 15th one. So does it make any logic, any sense?
Tenzing Dorji Rinpoche, a monk at the Tashi Lunpo monastery, echoed these concerns. China's interference in Tibetan spiritual matters has set a troubling precedent, he said. This is not the first time that China is demanding its say in Tibetan matters. In 1995, the Dalai Lama recognized Gedun Choiki Naima as the 11th Panchen Lama, Tibet's second highest spiritual authority. However, China rejected this choice, took the 6-year-old into custody, and appointed its own Panchen Lama. Today, Gendun Choiki Naima's whereabouts remain unknown, while Tibetans reject China's appointed figurehead. This fuels fears that Beijing will attempt to manipulate the selection of the next Dalai Lama. Tenzing Dorji said, while the situation is worrying, the Dalai Lama's guidance will ensure a smooth transition.
That His Holiness, the Dalai Lama, will definitely choose and show us the path what to do after if he is no more longer. So we Tibetans will follow the instructions.
When the Dalai Lama fled Tibet in 1959, following a failed uprising against Chinese control, India opened its doors to him and over 80,000 Tibetan refugees. Over the decades, these exiles have rebuilt their lives across India, creating settlements like Bylakuppe. Today, over 70,000 Tibetans continue to live in India, spread across 10 states and 2 union territories.
Right now, the India government has been supporting Tibetan for many years, more than 5 decades, and also historically and geographically, India and Tibet has a very long history of support in Tibetan government, because we are being adopted.
2024 brought a thaw in Indo-China relations that is likely to deepen in the coming year. However, the long dormant but highly sensitive Tibet issue remains a source of uncertainty in China-India relations.
The Indian government, its agencies or its stakeholders, particularly its people, they are equally aware about how China has behaved in the past. The history is down the line, right? What happened in 1962, then thereafter, you have the president visiting, and then days after, what happened on the other side of the border. So I don't need to elaborate and go into those details. Tibet support groups, which are very actively, I would say, engaging in promoting the awareness of why these Tibetans are here, because we haven't seen, Upama and Uttapam back in Tibet. So we were here 13,000 feet above sea level, and all of a sudden we have to escape. So it's like coming out from the geyser, from the refrigerator and putting in the geyser like here. So these are some of the challenges we had. But yes, we remain very much hopeful.
What's in store in 2025? There could be surprises that re-energize the Tibet issue. The Dalai Lama may announce his succession plan after his 90th birthday in July. Will these events impact Sino-Indian relations? We can't say for sure, but they will surely shape the future of the Tibet issue and the institution of the Dalai Lama.